chat attached to me still.
Okay. I think it changes with you.
Hey friends, working on painting here. I had some technical difficulties as usual. We're gonna get all this stuff hammered out where we can do this easy. One of these days. So I'm painting this little lingerie cabinet. It's really cute. It stands about this tall. And it was white. I took some before pictures, but I didn't take any. I guess I did take one video of it before I started on all this stuff. Flip it around to this side. How's that? Okay, it's weird being left-handed here. So how's everybody doing tonight? You have anybody on? 8. Hi. I can't see. How do I see who's on? I can see here that there's 8 channels. Close. Okay, well, anyway, I'm glad y'all are here. I'm just doing some painting tonight. Painting these 2 cabinets, and I'm probably going to put them up for sale after they're done. But I don't really know exactly what they're going to look like when they're finished. But the first coat went on really nicely. And I'm blending some paint that I got. I got 5 cans of paint at the hardware store. They were mist tints, and they actually all went together really well. So I've just got all these out here on a tray, and I'm blending them together, and they look really pretty. So tell me what you think. How do you feel about painting furniture? You didn't see the before of this, but they were white, very chipped up, very well loved, and they needed a bit of a makeover. Come on. Oh, there we go. I think this needs some yellow. So I have lots of different colors of paint, and I was worried that doing this furniture painting technique would look bad if I didn't, have some of the designer paints that people are doing this with. And I mean, I like how this is turning out, but it doesn't really have quite that matte finish that I would really like for it to have. So this might be an adventure from beginning to end in working with this material and doing the finish on it to give it more of a matte, worn look. Although it's doing a pretty good job. These colors look really good together and they look very old. Do you have any comments yet?
Not yet.
Anybody talking to us? Who else out there? Can you tell?
I can't tell.
Do I need to open it on my phone?
I'm on yours on the computer.
Oh, you are? But you can't tell who's on there.
It just tells me how many.
Yeah. Wow. We're trying out all this new stuff. And the app we're using to stream video, I'm streaming on YouTube and Facebook right now, and which is really cool. But we just kind of suck at running the app.
The app's difficult. Blame it on the app, Angie.
So this cabinet, I'm making my strokes all go up and down. And on the other one, I did side to side. And I don't know if that's going to affect how they look in the end. Who knows? I might not even, they might not even match each other by the time I get done. I think that's good for there. I'm going to flip it to the front. Oh, and I have one across the street. Nev and I had a really good day in the studio today. I was open all day, which is really exciting. I had lots of visitors, and it was just a really nice day. I didn't get too uptight about getting a lot of stuff done because I kind of have to be that way when I'm open. I need to just be devoted to serving you. So it was just a nice day. I got to see a customer that he's a 95-year-old veteran, and he used to be a shoe and saddle repair guy, and him and his wife get their hair done next door. And while his wife is getting her hair done, he comes and visits with me. And me and the girls actually went out and visited with him, and he has a jukebox. It actually, you have to load, I think it's records that you'll load in it, but he wants to sell it.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyway, so whenever we went out to his house, Creek, she was fascinated that, he had been, he's a veteran and he was 95 years old. And so she interviewed him, which was pretty neat, listening to my 10-year-old interview someone. Let that run for a minute.
Why don't you show people your palette of colors? You can't really tell the colors.
Can't tell. Okay, so it's a mess, and I could be not doing this right at all. But I used this platter that I found the other day, and I just dip out of the cans of paint, put them on here, and then I'm usually putting on more than one at a time whenever I'm painting. I'm going to move this out of the way a little bit and then work on this bigger cabinet. So anyway, this guy, I have a list of things to look for him. He's rigging up a golf cart. Him and his wife, they live out by Milford. They're rigging up their golf cart that he just got, and he needs automotive mirrors. And I have a bunch, just not here. So, wow, that looks totally different on camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. So, and then he wants seat belts also for it's a UTV, or no, it was a golf cart, sorry. So he wants seat belts for it, and I don't have those, but it's interesting. Like whenever people ask me for something, it's like this law of junk manifestation. Like it usually shows up within a few months of somebody asking me if I've got something or other, How does it look? Do we like it? This needs some work. So, and then other memorable customers today was a group of ladies, and these ladies have followed me at like craft shows when I was doing those all the time. I would always see them at Two Friends in Junk in Springfield and Joplin and Jasper. I used to do a craft market in Jasper, and they would see me there. And they've been here to this store several times, and they came in today, and it's just nice to visit with my people. Anybody talking to me?
No. Everybody's real
Nobody's-
quiet tonight.
Nobody's talkative. How does it look on camera? That's better. That looks more sky-like and not so stripy. So I don't know yet what I'm going to paint on this cabinet, but I'm going to paint something over this color scheme. So I really love this style of painting where you just had an idea, didn't you? What? I'm not painting unicorns.
I don't know. The Gone with the Wind theme.
Oh my gosh.
It makes me think of the sunset on Gone with the Wind.
That's pretty cool. That looks so much better.
Susan
It dries totally
Hawks.
different. It's going to look completely different when it's dry. Because it surprised me.
Susan Hawk says hello.
Oh, hi, Susan. How are you doing? Man, I am so sorry. I have not made it by to pick up from you. It's really hard for me to get off the beaten path sometimes. I want to know what it is. What kind of junk is it? Talk to me. What kind of junk am I picking up? Or are you going to make it be a surprise? So what do we got going on? We have a beading group. Yeah. We are going to have our own membership beading group where y'all can join me once a week live and we work on projects together. And in between, look at that.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that alone for a minute and see what comes of it. I think I should wet the rest of it down.
Yeah. Susan says it's a surprise.
Of course. Okay. I'm going to let that run. Work on the front a little bit. So Gone with the Wind theme, what would I paint on it? Magnolias. That would be really pretty.
Yeah, that would be really pretty.
But okay, so my thing is, I love this style of furniture painting. However, I don't want to seem like I'm just running with the crowd, you know? I want to do the stuff that I absolutely love painting, like cows and chickens and stuff. And so that one I had actually planned on painting some corn on. And then I opened up all these colors today, and this was the stuff I gravitated toward with all the paint, you know? So I was like, oh, well, I'll do the next big thing in greens and do corn on it. But I'm going to paint on here with y'all for, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. That ought to be enough to see this whole coat go on. Oh, I don't want to mess that up. Okay, I'll wait to do that. I'm going to flip this around. I should just turn the table. That'd be really smart. But it makes a really gross noise. It's actually not. Oh, there we go.
Lovely.
That's really pretty. I like that.
I think you need some more orange to do Gone with the Wind theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What have I got the other end looking like right now? Wow. I'm loving it. It's going to be really pretty. Is that better if I work with my right? You see better that way? This is weird.
Talk about the beading a little bit more. The beading group.
Yeah. Guide me a little bit because I'm trying to think about this stuff and talk, and so I might need your help.
Okay.
So tell me what to talk about. What did I already talk about the beading group? We talked about that the beading group is membership only. What perks do you get from being in the group? You get exclusive access to every week lives where we create together. And so you can interact with me by commenting live. And Riley, read some more off.
Why did you get interested in beading?
Oh, why did I get interested in beading? Okay, so it was a hospital thing. Like I actually found the loom at Walmart, my first loom. I found it at Walmart, and Mom and I each got one because they were really cheap. And I don't know, I had it for maybe a month or so and hadn't really done anything with it, but I had found some beads to work with and whatnot. And so whenever they took Casey to KU Med, I had like an hour to gather up my things, and I grabbed my bead loom and the stuff that I needed to do that. And it was a lifesaver. And so when I was there in Kansas City, I made 2 complete bracelets and then had the good start on a 3rd. And so that got me started, and it's just a nice little escape, like kind of like crocheting or knitting, but it's a little bit more instant gratification than either of those things. Like it's not a long project, you know. Some of it can be pretty time consuming. It depends on what size beads you use. But I found that if you use the longer tube shaped beads, things move along much quicker. So I really enjoy doing it. Like I said, it's like one of those things like knitting or crocheting that just you do it and your fingers fly along, and before you know it, you've got this much of a bracelet done. And
it doesn't take up much space.
It doesn't take up a lot of space. That's right.
What's your favorite pattern you've done?
That's a tough one. I don't know. I think it was the first one that I made. It had like the red and blue and yellow, and I don't know if there was any green in there or not, but it was like, I don't know. The finished deal had like a real mod feel to it, but it was one of the snakeskin ones. And I haven't added those on the website yet, but I mean, well, everything's just in there as a draft right now. But by the end of next week, we'll have it ready for sign up if you want to sign up for a membership. And
The 28th.
the 28th, that's next Friday.
Yep.
Yeah. And we'll have all of the kits live on the website. So I've just had a lot of people asking me about, when are you going to be doing the Loom classes? Are you going to have those kits for sale? And yes. It's kind of crazy how much stuff takes up, your time whenever you're a caregiver and dealing with all the things like caregiving and taking care of kids and all the things. But what was I getting into? Talking about the group.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I added all that stuff to the website. It's in draft form, and it'll be there whenever we go live with the group. And you'll get a deep discount, like a $10 discount on a kit if you order the kit in the same purchase as your membership. So that's called the Learn to Loom bundle. And it has the Loom fire line and a needle in it. And the kits, I could give everybody the same kit to start, but I didn't think that sounded like much fun. So I think I can teach everybody, even between the two different kinds of bracelets. There's one with flat tiles and one with it's the snakeskin looking tiles or beads. And I think that I can teach everybody interchangeably, no matter which kit they get. You know what I mean? And you probably don't know what I mean because you haven't done it yet, but what?
And the add-ons. Little tray add-ons.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got some cool little products to add on to those kits. Fun stuff that just I don't know. I like having a nice little, pretty little bead tray to put my beads in and pull from. And I found some really cute ones whenever I was in Kansas City for First Friday. So those are going on the website. We haven't photographed them yet, though. It gets too pink at the bottom, but maybe I can fix it later. Okay. I really like the way that looks right there. Ooh, that's going to be so pretty. Look at the way all that just kind of blended together. It's dripping.
Really pretty.
It just looks really neat.
It does look very
I like
neat.
it.
I love it.
Need to work on the front. So what else do we have going on? We have, I'm going to do an event here at the studio. I covered it up. I covered up our notes. June the 18th. No, June the 10th.
It is. Yep, it starts the 10th and goes through the 12th.
Okay, so Thursday, June 10th through Saturday, June 12th. So I'm going to do a grand reopen, and we're going to have live art going on, which is like my thing. So I'm going to have, somehow, I'm going to have my plasma cutter and be doing luminaries, which are awesome. Like all those recycled salvaged gas cans and old oil cans and stuff that I make the jack-o'-lanterns from. They make really cute summertime luminaries too. So this is a great time to be doing that. June, it shouldn't be too hot. It's a hot job in general. I think it'll be all right. There is so much character on these cabinets. Like, look at all that there's like spots where it looks like a kid is taking a baseball bat to this thing. And I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I can't see that's not similar to my house sometimes. You know?
Mine too.
Okay.
What else about the event are we doing? Let's see. Drawings. Giveaways.
Yes. At the event, yes. We'll have drawings. And I will probably have sales on a few things, although I don't know what yet. See, that end doesn't look like this end. How do I make it look the same? Maybe it will in 30 minutes, or maybe I didn't put enough water on it. Oh, yes. We have action. All right. This looks pretty good. It needs some water on it, though. Come on. I need some water. Thank you.
Have you told them about your water yet?
About the water?
Your unwrapped water?
Well, this is an electric spray bottle, and it's just water in here. And so whenever I get the paint to where I kind of like how it looks, like I didn't do this on the first or second coats, but this is technically the third coat. And so now I'm liking how thick the paint is, how much different colors there are in the layers. And I'm using the spray on it a little bit, and I really like how it's working. Although me and this spray bottle do not know each other very well yet and don't get along that great. Okay, so I've got several more people on right now. There's 6 people on. So I'm going to turn this cabinet, and I'm going to show you what the end of it looks like. Yeah, I see. Okay, so it's not going to look that great until it dries. Like, it's not going to be easy to see, but it looks really pretty. I did the spray on there, and it really drug the color, and it looks really neat. I think it's different because on this one I went horizontally with my brush strokes, and on this one I went vertically, and so they look totally different from one another. But this one, it's going to definitely have to have another coat up there. But I like how it's turning out. I was just saying, I don't know what I'm going to paint on him a little bit ago. What do you think I should paint on him? Oh, hey, I can actually see comments from Susan. Okay. So this little lingerie chest is looking good. I did not do any water on the front of it, so I'm going to do that real quick. I know that it's probably kind of boring for them because it's not big and splashy. It's the little stuff, you know? But I found a big buffet to paint. So I'm kind of excited about that. And there's this cabinet over here. It's gotten everybody's attention that came in today. It's a gigantic corner cabinet. And I used to have it here in the studio, back in the corner where the girls hang out. And it just took up so much space. And I was like, okay, there's 3 outside doors on it. Here, I'm going to turn this. It's over there. this corner cabinet. So if you can see how massive this thing is, like, okay, I can reach around it, but it goes way back into a corner. So like I can't touch the back. But we used to have like the store surveillance TV in there. And so anyway, I took it out of the corner back there because I have bigger, better plans for that corner. And thank you. And I'm going to paint it, but I don't know what color I should paint it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think it'd look really cool with like a sea theme or something, or not really a sea theme, but just like when you think of the sea and those colors, like dark blues and, you know, dark greens, light greens.
Mandy Anderson, what do you usually paint on them, and what kind of paint / color are you using?
Okay, so I am actually probably going against the grain, and I'm using these colors. These were all $2.50 a quart at my local hardware store. So I got 5 quarts of paint for $12.50. And I mean, it's Valspar semi-gloss. That one's exterior paint. So it's not like it matched up or anything special. One of them is even, I threw it in. It's a patina color. It's this green color right here. And it's Rust-Oleum chalked, which I love. But, you know, I get my act together and I can have all chalked paint, and I would really like to. But I do not right now. This is all just kind of a mishmash. But it all looks really pretty together. And I think it's going to hold tight. So after I did the first coat, I did a scratch test. And I actually used some sandpaper on a couple spots that I didn't like how it looked. And it was not easy to sand off. So I was really impressed with how it was already sticking. Okay, I was going to put water on this. And, oh, so what do I normally paint on them? So this is my first totally abstract, bigger piece. So that chair, whoa, that chair, the chair that I sold recently that had the cactus scene on it, that's the first out of the box painting project I've ever done. And so this is out of my comfort zone. Going live and doing this is out of my comfort zone. I have been, you know, getting all my stuff together, like furniture and everything, for the last 2 weeks, and bringing it to the studio and arranging everything in here where I can work easily and paint a lot. Because once I got in here this week, Casey got released to go back to work, completely released from everything last week. And he's going to go back to work next week. So this week is the first like time I've spent away from the house, and I have this urge to be really prolific with my painting and my art, because I've been so bottled up for several months. So anyway, I don't know what I'm going to paint on this, but we were discussing that a while ago. So I see a lot of people who do flowers, and I love painting flowers. And I can see myself doing a lot of flowers. We were talking about how Riley said that this looks like Gone with the Wind. Hey, I can see the comment feed right there. Oh, sweet. So she said Gone with the Wind. And so I said, well, you know, what kind of flower could we do? So I thought about magnolia. I might do magnolia on them. But overall, I want to start doing more themed to the stuff that I love painting. So think like a crazy great big turquoise rooster or something, or a really pretty cow, or corn, or Okay, so there's this picture of Creek whenever she was about Kale's age, 4 years old. And we had this path where we went from the house over to our cow lot, and we went through the field, and there was wheat. I had wheat planted in the field, and there was just this path. And Creek and I were walking home, and she's running along, and she's trailing her hand on the wheat, and she's wearing this really cute little dress. So anyway, I was thinking about painting that on the front of a big cabinet. So this one over here would have fit the bill, but the colors that I chose, it's not really gonna work for that. So I got to figure something else out. So I'm thinking magnolias might be really fun. So might go with that. What do you think? What should I paint on it? Mandy Anderson. She says, OMG, yes. She loves the ombre effect. I just love all the flowers all the time. I love painting flowers. And oh man, it's so cool outside. Something white for sure. Yeah. Yeah, magnolias would be really pretty. Whenever I got here yesterday, so I brought all the stuff I needed to weed eat and spray out back and everything, because it gets pretty junky looking if I don't keep it under control. Look at how this all streaked. It's really pretty. Oh, I can't hardly tell. I can't wait till it dries, because then you guys will be able to tell. We need to decide when we're going to go live and do this again.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday? No, I can't leave this alone for a week. So I'm going to have to come in and go live tomorrow for a little while on it. So I'll work on this as I come in here. I'll probably get at least one session in on it tomorrow. And water lilies every time. You're a water lily nut. Her email address is lilywaterwhite.
That's funny.
So I will probably go live and paint on it for 30 to 45 minutes tomorrow, and then maybe even again on Saturday, because my Saturday plans got changed. So I'm thinking I'm going to be here. And man, I hope that the weather is better, because this humid today has just ruined me. My hair looks awful. So, but you just have to let all that stuff go when you go live. So, okay, this is looking awesome. I can't wait to show you guys when it's dry. So either catch me live tomorrow or catch the replay, and watch for details on my new membership group for learning how to use a beading loom. I'll catch y'all soon. Thanks for tuning in.